Hey there, and today I am at Erie St Gastropub in their event room, which is for rent if you have any events, or if you just want to come down to Erie St Gastropub and have some wonderful food or some beer. As we see, I have Eric Roberts here, and he is part of Erie St Brewery.
Yes, I am. Thank you for having me.
This is the second time he's been on.
We are familiar with one another, yes.
So when did you guys start a brewery?
So we officially started pouring beer back in May of this year, 2025. And how it started was I was just a regular, started coming in here, got to know the owner, Graham, really well. I live close to here, so it became a regular hangout for my wife, Allison, and I. And, Graham and I kind of formed a relationship, a friendship, and about beer. There's 24 beer taps on here, and at the time there was 24 different beers, and so I started bringing in my own personal home brews for Grandma. Here, try this. And he said to me one time, he goes, "Oh, I really wish I could sell your beer here, but due to the licensing, you can't really do that." Well, I went away for a little while, and I came back a couple of weeks later, and Graham was like, "So we're opening up a brewery," and he had kind of done all the paperwork, and we realized that we could do this here. And so, we started making just a couple of beers back in May. It's December now, and I think we're running 6 to 7 taps regularly of the 24. And that's what we have in front of us here is a selection of 6 of our different beers. So,
and what kind do you have here?
So we've got 3 of our our flagship beers that are always on tap. We've got our rice lager, our light lager, and our ride or die amber. Now this is made with like rye malt, like you would think, like rye bread. And again, it was just supposed to be a one-off, and we had some customers coming in and just ordered that. Then it was gone. They were like, "Where's that rye beer?" So we brought it back, and now it's just a staple, just like the rest of them. And then the 2 on the end are just seasonals that we move over. So for Christmas, I did a cranberry ginger sour, and this here is we're calling it the Lotus and Latte Stout for the new Lotus and Lattes cafe that just opened up. So it's got coffee, vanilla. It doesn't actually have lactose in it, so it is lactose free. Oats is where it gets the big latte mouthfeel, silkiness, if you will.
Okay, so because normally when people see a beer or a stout or whatever, it's usually the darker ones are like really strong, really heavy. And do you find this one?
No, it's only about 6%, so it's not way over the top. And again, like I said, it has no lactose in it, even though there's latte in the name. It is lactose free. It comes oats, coffee, vanilla, and our steel cut stout, as I took as the base for that one and put that in. So
you can really smell the coffee in it.
I mean, you can taste it too.
Oh, I definitely will.
Boy, I sure love drinking beer.
Well, how long have you been brewing for?
I've been brewing for over 10 years. I started as a home brewer. Like a lot of people in the industry, I did it because beer was expensive, or I just drank too much of it, and so I needed to find out a way to do it cheaper. The more I did it, I realized that I really enjoyed it, and then I started experimenting and crafting all these different flavors, and then I was lucky enough to get hired at Jake's Windsor Brew. And I kind of got into the beer industry a little bit there and just moving it forward. And then Graham and I this year, we took the big leap and opened up our own brewery. So we're pretty happy with how it's been going so far.
I can't get over, if you are a coffee lover, then this beer is for you, because this is really, really yummy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's cold brew coffee I use in that. So it really helps keep that astringent that you can get from coffee that's maybe been sitting on the heater in the pot too long. It's always fresh, new pot every 20 minutes. If you make a cold brew, you don't get that. And so it'll keep in the beer for the entirety of the keg. And it is real coffee. So, I mean, don't drink too many of these at nighttime. Otherwise, you'll have a problem sleeping.
Now, you said there's 6 or 7 on tap. Mm-hmm. And how often do you turn them around and make new ones?
Right now, because of the holiday season, we have put a stop to it. But our plan, we kind of tried it right before the season hit, every Thursday. So in the new year, we're planning on every Thursday to release a new beer, a new style of beer. It might be beers that we already have on tap. We might just fruit, or it might just be whole new styles. We're really going to try and focus on our sour game this year. Another big thing that we're going to focus on next year is we're going to try and make a lot of our beers out of locally sourced ingredients. And I don't just mean, local strawberries and fruits, apples. That I really want to have a lot of fun, and I want to try experimenting with things that are not traditionally used in beer. I've got a fig tree leaves I'm going to try using, and just learn how these different things can impact flavors of beer. And because we are turning beer over once a week, and we only serve our beer in-house as of right now, so it's nice because we can just make small batch and turn over beers quickly. And if something doesn't sell, it's nothing for us to pull off one keg rather than dump a whole tank of a questionable beer down the drain. So
Now, how long does it take for you to make one batch of beer?
from start to finish, the brewing process is actually only about 5 to 6 hours, depending on if I'm having a rough day or not. But the brewing process itself can go over about 2 weeks. It takes about a week for beer to ferment, and then you want another week for the yeast and all the other crud that floats around in a beer to settle out to the bottom. And if you have the time and the space, then another week sitting in a lagering fridge or a cellar would really help as well. But with some beers, IPAs, you don't really have to do that. So
Okay.
it's about a 2-week turnaround. So I try to aim 3 weeks in advance, and then I know what I'm putting out.
Nice. Now, we are going to try this sour that is just seasonal. And how long are you guys going to have that here for?
I'm surprised that there was still enough left in the keg for us to pour this here. So for anyone watching this episode, I'm sorry, you're probably going to miss it. But this is a health and wellness shot, or at least it tastes like one.
It does.
It's beer that's good for you.
Ginger in it.
Ginger. There is a lot of ginger. I used a ton of ginger and cranberries, and I boiled it all down into a nice little syrup. And then I blended that into the beer. And
This is really good.
yeah, it's a kettle sour with...
This is... That could be dangerous if you had that year round.
You just tell people it's good for you, right?
Well, it
Good
is.
for you beer.
And it's perfect for in the wintertime when you're sick, you got a cold, you need a little bit of ginger.
Yeah, if you like ginger, that's definitely the way to go. So
Now, I have had the rye or die at my house when you've brought that over
Yep.
before, haven't you?
Yep. Yeah, that was one of the ones that became a staple very quickly. So it was always very easily available.
Because
Yeah.
it's not something that you think you would like. It's gonna taste a little.
The spiciness from the rye malt really just elevates it to a totally different. It's not your typical, Irish amber ale. It's got a little bit more complexity to it, a little bit more flavor. But again, it was such a big hit that we had to keep it on. So it's year round. You'll always be able to get that one.
Now, does Graham have input into the beers that you put out?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm in here when we do the beer releases on Thursdays. I do come in every Thursday as well. And we talk to the customers that come in. I'm here on a meet and greet. So anyone that really does enjoy talking about beer, come in and visit. I am here to chat about it. But Graham and I, we spend a lot of time talking over the beers, sampling, and he gives me ideas, or because we do have 24 taps here, we do bring in beer from other breweries as well. So it's fantastic because I get to try stuff that's out there that other breweries have made and borrow their ideas. And, we take things that we really enjoy from other places and try to put our own spin on it. So, he's been in the industry for many years and has lots of experience with different styles of beer. So he right away, when we're talking like, what should I brew next? He fires off answers like, hey, let's try this. Hey, let's try this. Or we had this one time and it turned out really well. And then I love it because it keeps me on my toes.
The Windsor Essex County Brewers community is pretty tight knit. Do you guys all share, or are you guys just stealing?
Well, I try to steal from these guys as much as possible. They're in the room right now waving.
Yeah,
at
we're
me.
only kidding. They're here.
No, we definitely bounce ideas off one another, and when we bounce ideas off one another, not only are we getting our own creative juices flowing, but giving ideas to one another. So, I might not want to make an orange creamsicle beer, but when talking about styles, one of the other guys might go, or girls might go, oh, damn, that's a good idea. I want to brew that myself. So because we are so tight knit, we do hang out. We definitely talk shop and we share ideas. I don't know. Those guys might keep their insider secrets to themselves. don't shut up about the things that I do, so everyone knows about it. So
I like that we have a good community of brewers, and you guys all bring something different to the table.
The nice part about, most of us are passionate. We're not just people who are stuck in a job where, we're just there to make money. The people that are in this industry, you're crafters, you create. And it takes a certain type of artistic personality to do a job like this. And they're all artists in their own shape, way, or form. We all make the same product, but we all make very different products.
Okay.
And I love nothing more than to share those products and taste their beer as well. Like it's a constant revolving door of, ooh, what did you make? Here, try this. And then tell me what you think of this. I hope they like it.
Well, and then we have events like Masters of the Brewiverse and different events that you guys can all bring your stuff to the table. And I really have to say that I am a fan of the Windsor Essex County beers over the other ones. I tried them all this year, and it's like, no, I kept going to Ellie's and Walkerville and the local ones that were there. Now, I'm going to try one more before we go. Which one is your favorite? Do you have one?
I am very partial to the stout.
To this one?
Yeah. This is the coffee stout. We also have the stout without coffee as well, the steel cut stout. I usually drink that.
And which one is this one again?
So this is our light lager.
Okay.
And then this is the rice lager here.
Okay. Which one did I just try a little earlier?
That would have been the rice lager.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had pizza earlier. You will have seen the podcast. So I'm going to try the light lager because I've already tried the rye or die, and this one looks really good.
I find with our rice lager and our light lager, the biggest sellers between the two of them is they are the people who want beer that tastes like beer. Mm-hmm. Choice. And we sell almost an equal amount of both, but people are very partial to one or the other. Like if someone really likes the light, they don't really care for the rice. But it also goes, I've seen people really enjoy the rice. They try the light and they're like, this one's okay. So you got to brew for every palate.
Okay.
But if you are a light beer drinker, both of these beers are only 4.5%. They're easy drinking. They wash down pizza really well.
They really do.
They wash down cutting the grass really well.
The hot weather beer.
The hot weather beer, yeah. The first one wets the throat. The second one's for drinking.
Well, this one. Cheers. Since we're already out of luck from not cheersing. Mm-hmm. That one is good. I like both that one and the rice. So far, I have not found a beer of yours that I don't like. I have not found a beer of Eric Roberts that I don't like yet.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
And I can't wait to see what you guys have going on next.
Lots in store in 2026.
So make sure that you follow Erie St Brewery as well as Brew Talk, because Eric also has a podcast.
Yes.
And it's all local. And again, my name is Tracy Martins. I want to thank you so much for joining me for another episode of YQG and Bloom. You guys all have a wonderful day.